Hi, I'm Michelle with Balanced Health. I'm a family nurse practitioner and I specialize in helping patients lose weight. So one thing I want to talk about in this short video is fasting insulin lab testing. Now, it is not a standard lab test. It is not included in any of our normal lab panels that we have done. You know, often we have a CBC, CMP, all these things. It is not a standard lab test at all. It can be ordered, it's just regular lab test, but you would probably have to ask your provider to test it for you. So it is fasting, so you would want to be fasting before you have this test done. And what it's going to show is going to be the earliest indicator that you're having issues with your blood sugar. If your insulin levels are high, it's because your sugar has been elevated and your body is responding by dumping insulin into your system. So the earlier you could be aware of that, the sooner you could make some changes into your lifestyle and your diet that would help lower that level. It is on a continuum. You start with elevated insulin levels. If that continues, then you will develop insulin resistance, where your body has just become so used to insulin it kind of ignores it, and it requires more and more insulin for the same impact. That would continue until you were pre-diabetic, and then if that continues, then you become fully into diabetes. So obviously, the sooner in that continuum you could catch the issue, the more successful you would be at preventing any damage done by elevated sugar levels and preventing all the things that go with diabetes. So it is very prevalent, but it is very rare to actually have a provider that normally would test these levels. But you can certainly ask, and it's your health, so I encourage all my patients to do their own research, know what they need and what they want, and find the provider that will accommodate that. So if you get your levels done, if your level is above 15, then that's an indication that you are resistant to insulin. That's an elevated amount. You really want it to be below 15. Obviously, the higher that is, the worse the problem is. But above 15 is really what you're looking at to say you have some issues with your insulin going on. So I've got a webinar coming up, and it's free. And so if you are interested, I'll put the link below. You can sign up for that. And at the end, there'll be a question and answer session. So if you have some additional questions, I'll be happy to answer those to the best of my ability. And if you have any other questions about this information, just put them down below.